Hey everyone, Q here with Tech Rants, and today it's my third time trying to shoot this video, so hopefully I'll get it in a perfect take. Today I'm going to be reviewing Cricket Wireless. I'm going to give you my full-on, detailed review. You know, the pros, the cons. You know, plans, how I feel about Cricket, reliability, everything. So let's get started. All right, everybody. So, I've had Cricket Wireless for officially 1 month now. And I'm going to have a peppermint because my stomach is hurting and the peppermint will ease some of the pain. So, kind of settle a little bit. Okay, so I've had Cricket for over a month now. Um, they took their payment out on it was July 31st, so they kind of took it 2 days before it was actually due. But I really don't mind because the money was in there. But hey, here's what it is. So it was $55 as expected, and it's the unlimited max plan. And honestly, I can't give anything but positive about Cricket Wireless. Um, I know I've made some videos and I've trashed Cricket, and I kind of said that they were going to fall, but I don't think that's going to happen. Cricket, the Cricket does have some negatives, and we'll go over that here in a minute. But Cricket is overall very solid, at least for where I live. If you have good AT&T coverage in your area, and you're kind of tired of paying AT&T's ridiculous prices, definitely go over to Cricket Wireless. Save yourself some money. Where I live, AT&T is the #1 service provider in my city. So Cricket is definitely taking advantage of that, and it works flawlessly. Now, let's go ahead and talk about the negatives. Let's get the negatives on out the way so I can brag about the positives, because honestly, there's more negative than there is positive. So the first negative is Cricket has way too many fees. All right, so basically, if you buy a device in store, or if you upgrade a device, or if no matter what it is, if you buy any device in store, it's a $25 activation fee. They have to charge it unless you go on where they're waiving activation fees, or you're lucky enough to actually get the activation fee waived. 9 times out of 10, you're going to get charged a $25 activation fee. Then they have, basically they have a number change fee, which most carriers do, is $15. But the thing about Cricket is you can't even change your number online. Most carriers say, oh, well, what the $15 fee we waive if you do it online. But Cricket does not give you that option. You actually have to call customer service, and it's very hard to get that fee waived. You can get it lowered or reduced, but normally it's hard to actually get the whole thing waived. So there's that. And then there's fees if you're late on your bill. Yes, they have late fees. It's not late fees. You basically have to pay kind of a late fee when you pay your bill late. They will charge you some fees. I can't remember what they are off the top of my head, but definitely the activation fee, the change your number fee, the upgrade fee. I think all of that is kind of ridiculous. Cricket also does not have the best pricing for when it comes to phones. Uh, a perfect example is like the LG Stylo 4. $230. Not worth it. I wouldn't pay it if you paid me. I'm sorry. I couldn't. $230 for a Stylo 4. I'm not even, me personally, I'm not even a big LG fan. If you're an LG fan, hey, go for it. Me? No, I'm not an LG fan. And it just, no, it just doesn't do justice for me. So, negative on that. Um, Now, trying to think of any other negatives when it comes to Cricket. It's not really a negative. It really depends, but it's there, so I might as well mention it. The fact that they cap speeds either between 8 megabits per second and between 3 megabits per second and 8 megabits per second. That's fine for an average person like myself. You know, average person won't notice it. But I mean, if you're a data hog and you download a lot of stuff, yeah, you're gonna notice that 3 megabits cap, and it could very well get in your way, or the 8 megabits cap. So yeah, they really could. Um, they really do need to kind of up that. Now, me personally, I have the unlimited max, which is 8 megabits down, 8 megabits up, and I honestly don't have any problem with it. It works just fine for everyday use. Um, if you're downloading big files, like I said, it may not be a good idea if you're uploading videos that are kind of a larger file. Yeah, you're gonna notice the problem. But other than that, hey, it actually works and it's very consistent. But they could up it a little bit to like 15 or 20. Um, you know, it could use some improvements, or even give full speeds of AT&T network. But hey, it is what it is. If you're a data hog and you really need the speed and it's a big deal for you, yeah, you're gonna complain. But for the average person, you'll do just fine, especially if you have good AT&T coverage in your area. So, besides the fees, phone pricing, and the speed cap, there are more upsides to Cricket than there are negatives. So let's go ahead and talk about all the positive stuff. So it uses the AT&T network, which is GSM. So which means you don't have to buy a phone directly from Cricket. You can use an AT&T device. You can use any unlocked device. So, I'm using the Honor 7X, which of course is an unlocked phone. Go ahead and check out my review on that video. Go ahead and check out my video on that review. Very good phone for the price. But anyway, so if you are using an unlocked phone, you want to use an unlocked phone, or you want to use like an AT&T phone, hey, most definitely go ahead and do it. Cricket works very well, so you can use any unlocked phone. If you have AT&T coverage, good AT&T coverage, AT&T is very consistent. Like I said, where I live, I get AT&T. AT&T is the number one company here, full coverage. Surprisingly, Verizon does not cover the whole area. It was very surprising. I looked at the coverage map. There are some areas where Verizon just fails and AT&T dominates. And I think it has something to do with the fact that our local phone company had an agreement with AT&T, and that's who AT&T was using for their towers a lot, and then using roaming agreements. So I think that has something to do with it. So we were one of the biggest Bell cities in the country. So there's that. And I get full service in my house. There's even if there's like 1 or 2 bars, or actually I never get no less than 2 bars. But when I go to the internet or I go make a phone call, it reaches out and pulls those extra 2 bars and gives me the best signal. So coverage and reliability and consistency is a major goal for that part. Plans. They got some really good plans. The cheapest plan is $25, and that's unlimited talk and text, so it's very basic. $30 for 2 gigs, 44, 5, 55 for basic unlimited, which I call it, but they just call it unlimited. The speeds are capped at 3 megabits per second, and 60 for unlimited max, so you get the full Cricket speed. Now, of course, if you go with the $40 or above plan, you save $5 off your bill if you do auto pay. So 40 becomes 35, 55 becomes 50, and 60 becomes 55. So I have the $60 plan, so I'm paying 55 with auto pay, and I love it. And I forgot to mention in the negatives too when I was going over it. Cricket does not include hotspot in the plan, on neither of their unlimited plans. You have to pay an extra $10 for it, and yeah, it's just, hey, I guess it is what it is. So, but yeah, Cricket is very consistent. The speeds are, like I said, the speeds are capped, but you do get very good speeds. The consistency is definitely there. $55 for unlimited, honestly, it's a pretty good deal. For prepaid, especially for prepaid, tax and fees are included. If you go with the cheaper unlimited plan, you can get 4 lines for $100. Like I said, the speeds are capped at 3 megabits. But I mean, hey, for basic usage, as long as you're not downloading a lot, for streaming video, music, maybe some game, it's gonna work. It's definitely gonna work. Like I said, the speeds may look bad on paper, but in all actual reality, if you have the coverage, it's very consistent. There's no issues whatsoever. They're gonna hold up to what they're gonna do and go above and beyond your expectations. So I have to give Cricket props for that. And like I said, I really like the fact that you can use any unlocked phone. So Cricket at this point really has a lot going for themselves. I don't like the fact that they have all these fees, and I don't like the fact that you have to pay extra for hotspot, and hotspot's only available on certain phones. So even if your device has hotspot, the hotspot option, you can't use it. It has to be a Cricket approved phone, and they have a selection of devices that they allow for mobile hotspot. So that's a negative, but I mean, hey, it is what it is. So my overall rating for Cricket, my experience has been wonderful. Customer service, I haven't had any issues. My store was very friendly. I was lucky enough to kind of get that $25 activation fee waived. So I mean, they will work with you just to see, because at the end of the day, their goal is to try to get a customer. So yeah, but most of customer service is good. My service has been wonderful. I have not had any major issues with Cricket at all that I can really think of. Like I said, those issues are kind of petty, but you pay for good service, and honestly, Cricket provides damn good service using the AT&T network. I've been very satisfied, and I'm definitely willing to hang in there with Cricket for the long haul. So overall rating on Cricket, including how I feel about them as a company. Yes, they have too many fees and a couple of things I have a problem. Everything else I got an issue with. Factor in all of that, but the more positive than negative. I'm gonna have to give Cricket an 8.5 out of 10. If I had to rate them on a scale from 1 to 10, I'm gonna have to give them an 8.5, because, like I said, those fees and stuff, it's just really ridiculous. I don't know. It's just why I can go in the store and buy a phone, and if my SIM card works, why do I have to? I don't know. But anyway, overall rating for me, 8.5 out of 10. Definitely, I would recommend them if you have good AT&T coverage. Definitely go for it. And, especially if you want to save some money and you just want to switch your phone out, very, very good service, very good experience overall. I've been happy. So 8.5 out of 10, it definitely gets it done. Satisfactory for me. Besides minus the fees and all that, satisfaction, I give it a 10 out of 10. I've been very satisfied with Cricket. Very, very satisfied. So that's my view and my review on Cricket Wireless, guys. Definitely a major go for me. Definitely worth checking out if you have AT&T coverage. Try to negotiate with them, see what you can do, and, enjoy your service. So if this was helpful, informative in any way, please leave a like on the video. Leave a comment if you got any questions, comments, or concerns. I definitely answer those if I can. Anything else you want me to talk about, or you got any questions you want to know about this particular video, definitely leave it down there as well. Subscribe if you haven't already. Tell your friends, your family, share this out. Do whatever you got to do, and we'll catch you guys on the next one. This has been Q from Tech Rants. I'm out of here. Later.